And welcome back to the Crypto Hawk program. We have got a crypto that we all pumped and some of us dumped. This crypto, I remember looking at it. Somebody asked about it 3 or 4 months ago. I didn't quite see, maybe it was 4 months ago, maybe, or I can't remember. But I know that we dumped it like a year ago. And this thing is going to be massive. Block V. Now, a lot of you know what is Block V. Today, Visa, this is massive. I bought me some of this, and it's time to hold on to it. Time to hold on to it forever. Okay. We dumped it. I think I made, I don't know, $1,000 or something like that. My name is Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about finances. I don't know anything about stocks, bonds. Don't listen to a word I say. My job is to get you financially destroyed. Every day I take drugs, heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, LSD, opium. I smoke it. I keister it. I chew it, inject it. You can imagine I do it. So there you go. Totally on drugs 24/7, just the way you guys like it. Okay. Now, get in my belly. All right, let me go. Here's the article right there. Did I already send that? Yeah, I did. Okay, I already sent you the article. Here it is. Visa, Ripple partner, by the way. What I think happened was this. This is just my opinion. All these cryptos and stuff were off trying to do their own thing. They're all stubborn. They all knew that Ripple was the one, the XRP ledger, the interoperable ledger. They all knew it, but they wanted to try to get their own crypto to do it, and they never could. Now they're all joining, and they're going to be built on top of the XRP ledger. All these projects, they tried going their own way, doing their own thing, this and that. They realized, no, we can't do it. Now Visa's in on this. Visa owns Earthport and Currency Cloud. Visa spent in the past 6 years about $1.5 billion on Ripple technology, okay? Visa joins with Wi-Fi, and they have something called WeChain, partner on everyday stablecoin payments, as the CEO calls for crypto to work as cleanly as cards. The collaboration aims to integrate stablecoins into everyday payments. Wi-Fi CEO Maxim Sakharov stressed that mainstream adoption depends on crypto working. They have to interact together. And that's where Visa comes in, utilizing Ripple and all its technology, so this project can do what it does. Visa, owning $1.5 billion of Ripple technology, Visa has partnered with crypto infrastructure firm Wi-Fi to explore bringing stablecoin payments into everyday commerce, aiming to bridge with the XRP ledger tech the gap between digital assets and traditional financial systems. The collaboration announced on Tuesday will test how on-chain banking can everybody, this is first mover advantage right here. I'm showing you this. This will be a test for the very first time. On-chain banking can integrate with Visa's global payments network, allowing users to spend stablecoin-backed balances through familiar payment methods. Wi-Fi told CCN, news organization CCN, that mainstream adoption hinges on matching the simplicity of traditional payments, which the firm believes it has achieved. Visa said the partnership builds on existing work in digital asset payments, focusing on connecting blockchain-based value with payment experiences consumers already trust. They are going to integrate crypto into shit you already do right now. It's not going to be any different than how you buy something. Weii, which describes itself as a DO banking infrastructure provider, aims to act as a bridge between DeFi and regulated payment systems. Everybody, it's coming right here. You're seeing it. Its model allows users to retain greater control over the digital assets while still accessing established payment rails such as card networks. They are going to integrate this crypto into the payment systems you already use. You will not notice you're using cryptocurrency, okay? At launch, the collaboration will focus on regulated stablecoins suited for everyday payments. The goal is to make emerging, which is new payment models practical, okay? Our focus is on connecting new forms of value to the payment experiences people already know. They're not changing anything. Look, I told you already, the people that control everything are going to continue to control everything. Nobody's getting kicked out. There's people on the internet and in crypto saying, oh, we're going to get rid of all the bad people and we're going to level the playing field. No, we're not. That's fucking stupid, okay? You're going to be a fucking slave, all right? That's how this goes in the end. Most crypto payment products were built for people who are already in crypto. The interfaces assume familiarity with wallets, private keys, and the value proposition leads with technology rather than utility. He believes mainstream adoption is about matching the simplicity that comes with traditional payments. People don't think about the rails when they tap a card. When you use your credit card, you're not thinking, what networks am I using to get this paid? You just tap the fucking card and go. That's how this is going to be. Their system has to be built into the current system. They're not replacing anybody. Like Swift is not being replaced. All those dumb shits that you listen to, oh yeah, Ripple's going to replace Swift. We're not getting rid of Swift or the Federal Reserve. That shit is so fucking stupid, all right? These are what dumb channels tell you. They tell poor, desperate people dumb shit like this, and some of you guys believe that dumb shit. Emerging regulatory clarity. Regulatory uncertainty has slowed down adoption. They're talking about how MiCA, which is a European market in crypto assets, they're talking about how MiCA is beginning to provide clear regulation. The United States is supposed to be doing this, but you watch, we'll go last. I've been telling you this now for like 6 years. United States will be last. It's going to look like everybody's passing us up. Let's go right here to the first deep dive. YSN. Hulk, you always said that even the pump dump cryptos were still good cryptos. Right. We put in 2025, we had a great year pumping and dumping cryptos. They were all legitimate cryptos, real world use case, solid connections. This is just one of them. So all the dumb shits out there were like, oh, Crypto Hulk shilling coins, shit coins. Those people are so fucking broke dick. It's ridiculous. They don't even know what they're fucking talking about. They're so fucking desperate because they can't find shit. Weii, the Wefi.co. Now let me check this thing. Hold on. This one, I got to look something up. Now, Wefi has a token. It's WFI. It's $2.12. If you're interested, this is their coin. There's a couple of tech groups working together here. The coin we're looking at is Duel, D-U-A-L. Right here is Wefi. It's on the BNB chain. It's a DO banking on-chain financial infrastructure platform. It enables banks, fintechs, institutions, payment providers to launch compliant DO banks. That is decentralized on-chain banks with unified fiat and crypto balances, self-custody, native stablecoin support, traditional payment rails. The people that were there before us, they ain't going anywhere. The banks, they ain't going anywhere, okay? That's how this shit's going. Powers the ecosystem as a utility governance token with Bitcoin-inspired fair distribution via sustainable cloud-based mining, no hardware needed. The platform's synthetic fiat, one-to-one stablecoin back, on-chain accounting, AI credit scoring. Oh, wonderful. I've already got a low credit score. Who are the founders of this? Maxim Sakharov, CEO of Xflow, pioneered Block V. Also, so this guy here, Reese Collins, he is the co-founder of Tether. And we all know about Tether. It's all kind of three-letter agency, okay? Now all this is starting to make sense. That's how this company's already up at the front of the line, is because this is a Tether founder, ex-CEO, the guy who made Tether, who worked with three-letter agencies. Now it makes sense. Okay, got it. And he also founded Block V and something called Treasury X. Romanov Rosov, he's the ex-product director at TransferWise. Michael Batuev, B-A-T-U-E-V, head of global payments, Visa. Ex-Visa executive. Okay. Visa is like the biggest payment company in the world. It's a blockchain, and it's built on WeChain, like WeChain. It's a layer 1 fast settlement. And so WeChain has their own crypto, WFI. That's the $2.12 one. They've got custody using Fireblocks. That's why we got Caleb Brown, because Caleb Brown uses Fireblocks just like them. Now, what fintech do they use? Visa Network, which we know is Ripple. $1.5 billion worth of Ripple tech is in Visa's network right here. Cross-border, traditional card rails. Tether Origins, three-letter agencies. Wefi Payments Canada, MSB. Costa Rica. Government accelerator and venture capital involved. Compliance. This crypto right now is compliant in 153 jurisdictions. Frameworks like it complies with MiCA, so it's already approved in Europe. Now, who invested in this? This is very interesting. Big Brain Holdings, BMW, Break My Wallet. I mean, Let me scroll through here. Visa partnership announced. Rollout. They have a payments integration in Europe, Asia, and Latin America already. Self-custody. Visa Fiber. Layer 0. Layer 0 is involved in this. Wi-Fi and the Wii chain. Okay, let's click out of that. Block V. Now let's go over Block V. Now it's called Duel. When we were pumping and dumping it, it was called Block V. Now they switched. If you own Block V, you need to get that transferred into Duel because they have a new coin, okay? Usually what they'll do is allow a certain amount of time, and then that Block V becomes worthless. So you need to transfer that Block V. It's a Web3. See, when we were in Block V, it was a Web3, but it was too early. It was way too early. Now, this year, this is the year. All this Web3 shit's now starting to take off, just like this coin right now. This is one of your last chances of getting Block V. Block V is a Web3 operating system for protocol for creating, managing, deploying programmable digital assets known as smart NFTs. This is all the future, everybody. This is the future of all this crypto shit. We're at the final stage now. These are dynamic, utility-driven. That means these NFTs about the Bored Apes and all that dumb shit. This is utility-driven objects that are NFTs, real-world assets that combine multimedia code, blockchain logic for real-world use cases like loyalty programs, gamification, augmented reality experiences, phygital RWA tokenization, ticketing, digital twins, passports, and AI integrated interactions. It powers scalable and enterprise Web3 while transitioning to a fully decentralized community governed protocol. This project, Block V, here we go. It originated in 2016-17 in Zug, Switzerland. There you go, top 5 families of the world right there. Launched its V ERC token. That's the headquarters where Ethereum is, with Vitalik Buterin in Switzerland, Zug. Just thought I'd let you know. They have these 50 million smart NFTs across 60 global brands. Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, etc. With its own Ethereum virtual machine, compatible native network, Block V network mainnet. Now migrating to Ethereum level 2 and 3. Block V is now upgrading to Duel, D-U-A-L. Right now I'm reading all the people that helped, the founders of Block V. Gunther Thiel, T-H-I-E-L. I don't know if it has any relation to Peter Thiel, who started PayPal, but this one is Gunther Thiel. And no, I don't have a lisp. Tether. You got, Craig Sellers, the founder of Tether and shit. Okay, he helped make this Block V. Okay, Walter Kortschok is a founder, Firestreak Ventures. This is the money guy right here. Walter Kortschok is the money guy. He helped back Stripe, Robinhood, Palantir, the American three-letter agency company, Palantir. Defense Department, Twitter, OpenAI, Anthropic. That's the money guy. Walter is very well connected. Historical advisors. Who are the advisors to this project? Let me just cherry pick them if I see anybody. Okay, collaborative employees. Smart Media Technologies. Heavy Tether, Bitfinex, Omni Layer. Here's a list of all the partners of Block V. We got Pepsi, Unilever, Doritos, Ben & Jerry's. I guess that's for the NFT stuff. Obviously not the tech. Visa, of course. Smart Media Technologies. Accenture. Oh, shit. Accenture. That's one of the biggest payment companies in the entire world. Ripple partner utilizing Ripple technology. Accenture. And then you got Verizon. Oh, sweet. Verizon and Accenture are working together in this project. The Olympics. Company called Olympics. Edge Network. Casper Labs. Oh my God, Casper Labs. You got OKX. Oh, that's so fucking huge right there. We just went over OKX. That's massive Ripple partner and shit right there. Yep. Neontic Labs, Vodafone, and I believe that is it. There's Visa involved in this, but really no banks. Utility token. So this is all like total Web3 right here. They got ZK proofs. It's on Kraken or Uniswap on Base if you want to buy it, Coinbase. That's what it's saying here. And I've seen Kraken, but I don't know about the other ones. Okay. Let me check the next deep dive in this. Okay. WeChain. Let me take a look. I thought we went over WeChain. Let me look here. Developed by Wi-Fi. DO banks, decentralized on-chain banks. That's what that is. Cloud-based mining. Yeah, we went over that. Maximum supply of Wi-Fi is 1 billion. Oh, Wi-Fi is using Cosmo SDK. You know what that is, everybody? Oh, shit. That's Ripple, everybody. Just thought I'd let you know. Fuck. There it is. Cat's out of the bag. There it is right there. This whole project we just talked about, they revamped it. That's why they're calling it Duel. The drunken late tax. Thank you, Timbo, for that. Appreciate it. Any chance to get drunk? It's a good time. Look, we just pulled up here. Evmos collaborates with Ripple and Persis to enhance the XRP ledger. That is where this project is getting their Ethereum virtual machine sidechains. This is Ripple. Here's the article. Ripple and Persis will leverage EVM OS to further develop and enhance the XRP ledger. Let's look right here. The XRP ledger, Ethereum virtual machines sidechain, will be built leveraging EVM operating system, a modular and customizable tech stack by Evmos. Evmos enables EVM compatibility on top of the Cosmos SDK. There you go, right there. Cosmos made a 60 Cosmo SDK chain via the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol. That's the name of it right there. What Ripple did is Ripple took this with PeerSys and added it to the XRP ledger for the interoperability. That's why Block V before wasn't on. Now it's on the Ripple XRP ledger, okay? They're using the side chains. There's the evidence right there. That's what makes Block V work. So the core blockchain, WeChain is really Cosmo SDK framework. There you go. It's got Fireblocks Wise, which is TransferWise. April 28th, major Visa collaboration. That's where all this Ripple shit comes right in there, right there. With all the Cosmo shit and all that, there it is. So Wi-Fi is another name for Ripple. The Cosmo SDK, Ripple Ethereum Virtual Machine sidechain. That is WeChain right there. Crypto Hawk. We discovered that. Secret exposed. I bought me some of this, and I will be holding on to Block V because this is the first time this shit's ever happened like this. And that is that article right there. Now, let's talk about the Duel token, DUAL. That is the brand new token, which is basically Ripple and the Cosmo SDK, Visa's technology, RippleNet, and all that shit. That's what this token is now. It is a layer 2 protocol with upcoming layer 3 elements and Ethereum settlement. Real world assets. You got property, commodities, financial instruments, fractional ownership, automated yield, liquidity, everything, everybody. This is very cool. This crypto builds, this Duel, DUAL, builds on 8+ years of proven production use. They're using a Web3 operating system and smart media technologies. 51 tokens deployed. 11 million wallets out there. They got staking, usage fees, governance, network, security operations, staking, all of this on the Duel token. They have migration burns. So for every 100 V, you get 200 Duel. They've been migrating since March 31st, 2026. Maybe if you just traded it to Kraken, they would convert it for you right there. I didn't look up the conversion. That's not my job. You can do that if you wanted to, but I'm showing you where to get it, which is Kraken or MetaMask. Zarian, there's a wallet called Zarian. You can get it there. Who are the founders and stuff? Let's take a little look. Okay, the guy from Tether, 3-letter agency. Oh, shit. The power just flickered, so we might lose power. There's a thunderstorm right now. Just thought I'd let you know. Earlier, I saw that light flicker. I'm like, son of a bitch. This fucking Reno. It doesn't take much in this shit. It's like a house of cards living in Reno. The smallest little wind or something, all the power lines start falling down and shit's ridiculous. We do get some strong winds here. They need to like tie that shit down. They know we get strong winds. They should fucking reinforce that shit. Public. Visa, PepsiCo. Okay, enter. Okay, San Francisco 49ers, huh? They're hooked up to this. Edge Network, Casper Labs, OKX, Kraken, Duel launch, red flags. Okay, let's go down to summary. Duel is a legitimate evolution of a battle-tested enterprise token platform with real Fortune 500 traction. It has Tether lineage and clear real-world asset, programmable asset focus. Migration is official and ongoing. No major red flags. Strongest value and institution adoption path. Yeah, this one has the strongest, this according to Grok, not me. Strongest value and institutional adoption. Institutions will be buying the shit out of this. Here is your coin gecko. Okay, there's that. Let me click out of there. Now, we have we got a half hour. We're going to throw in Canton coin. We are going to have another Canton coin versus XDC. Just as a treat for all the people that stuck around for 30 minutes. Now we're going to go over the Canton coin versus XDC. Now, Canton, let me look here. Let me go on. Now, Canton coin, remember a long time ago, a few months ago, there was a company called Thar Immune. We went over this. It's called Thar Immune, and they bought $580 million worth of Canton coin, right? Well, they changed their name. If you want to buy their stock, here it is right here. It's called Canton Strategic Holdings. The ticker is CNTN. It's about $3, somewhere around $3. Sometimes on Crypto Hawk Show, we go over real stocks, kind of thing, a security. If we're going over a crypto and the parent company is on the stock market, we like to go over it. This is one of these right here. I'd highly suggest getting in early on this one if you like. It's called Canton Strategic Holdings. There is your NASDAQ for that. Now, let's go over the actual right here. Broader validator participation on the Canton network strengthens the investment case for the CNTN stock, okay? It's on the NASDAQ as CNTN rather than diluting it. This holds even with high-profile additions like Visa and dozens of other institutions. The Canton network is a privacy-enabled public blockchain purpose-built for institutional finance. It supports tokenized real-world assets. It does atomic cross, application settlement, payments, and more. Everybody, what we have here is a secret. You have a company, Canton Network, which has its own stock on the stock exchange. Let me ask you something. Is R3 Corda on the stock market? Not that I'm aware of. I'm not saying it's not. It's just not that I'm aware of. What about XDC? Is XDC on the stock market? Hell no. Okay. So what we got here is the Canton Network on the stock market? Yes, it is. So R3, no. XDC, no. But Canton, yes. There's another one. Strike 3 for those companies. The Canton Network is a privacy-enabled public blockchain purpose-built for institutional finance. Oh, dang, Crypto Hulk. This is so cool. You are right now able to get in early. Everybody else in the world, they have no fucking clue about this. Normal people, like the normies, they have no idea what this is, okay? It processes high volume, like 700,000 daily transactions. Now the floor is shaking because of the thunder. And roughly 9 trillion in monthly volume. With a focus on regulatory grade privacy, Canton Coin serves as the utility token for traffic and application fees on the global synchronizer. Validators, and especially super validators, they can earn Canton Coin through infrastructure provision with tokenomics designed to bootstrap the network early via higher infrastructure rewards before shifting emphasis to applications and usage over time. Here we go. CNTN rebranded from Tharimmune. That's THARIMMUNE in February 2026. We went over this on Crypto Hulk Show. Nobody else did. And they had a $545 million. This Tharimmune is a biotech company that wanted to do 2 things at once. Be a biotech company and be like a super validator for the Canton Network. They spent $545 million, holy shit, on Canton Coin. They are a super validator. Let me read this. The CEO of this Tharimmune company, well, now it's called CNTN, sits on the Canton Foundation board. Validators provide private connectivity and validate only the transactions they are a party to. They connect the global synchronizer and can earn Canton Coin via liveness, which is phasing out. So they're going to phase this out, but it's based on transaction activity and stuff. Now, super validators, right now there's about 40 to 45 super validators with 13 shown as active on some scanners. They handle higher responsibilities like securing high volume institutional flows, providing core services, and holding voting and governance. Visa joined one of these in March 2026. Other ones include Circle, Chainlink, Talos, NASDAQ, DTCC, HSBC, Euroclear, Broadridge, and many others. Now, what are the reward mechanics? Canton Coin is limited in regular rounds tied to network activity. You got early phase to secure growth. See, transition is underway. They're going to have liveness rewards. That means you got to be actively doing something. No more of this airdrop shit. With Canton Network, if you don't make money for them, then you're gone. You got to go bye-bye. No free airdrops, okay? Rewards, this is what I like. I've listened to this guy, the CEO of Canton Coin. I like him. Rewards increasingly are tied to what? Real world utility and activity rather than passive operation. These other networks, you can be big and own a lot of coin, and then they'll give you coin. No, we're not doing that on the Canton network. If you don't produce, you don't get fucking paid. I like that, okay? Super validators can lock rewards for long-term alignment. Total rewards scale with network usage and growth. We're looking at more high-quality participants. That's what they're looking for, high-quality participants on this network. Lazy pigs will not get fed. They have what's called a credibility and adoption flywheel. That's their powerful signal. It validates Canton for regulated financial institutions. This accelerates onboarding of banks. This is what we like. That this will accelerate onboarding of banks, payment flow, tokenized assets, stablecoin activity, Canton coin utility / demand, overall network value. If you don't have a lot of value, you aren't getting paid anything on this Canton network. You have to produce and make shit happen. That's exactly what I like to see. Canton's design rewards what? Activity and utility. If you don't have any activity and you don't have a utility, you're not getting no Canton coins on this network. That is good. That makes people work. If all they're doing is collecting these coins, it makes them all fat and nasty, right? When they work harder, they drive more economic activity, which supports higher absolute rewards and Canton coin demand. Institutional grade operators improve security governance and perceived decentralization. So what they don't want is 900 validators, but only 2 of them are doing the work. Because what happens is you rely on those 2. What happens if one of them goes bankrupt? It becomes a big mess. So they want a lot of nodes all working like little elves making Christmas toys for good children. The Canton coin strategy is active governance involvement, quarterly transparency, and a bridge from TradeFi expertise. If you own this stock, owning CNTN is like holding a listed infrastructure plus treasury play in a growing institutional distributed ledger technology market. You'll have CNTN. The people own that CNTN stock can participate actively via treasury management, application investments, and governments, locking mechanisms that align long-term network growth, expanding the total rewards pool. CNTN's treasury benefiting from Canton coin price appreciation is tied to adoption, not just owning a validator, okay? In short, broader, high-quality participation de-risks and scales the network far more than it fragments. So what Canton wants is more nodes that are active, because more nodes that are active make a faster network and more valuable. They don't want just a bunch of people sitting around. They don't. That's not what their goal is. So somebody asked me, Crypto Hulk, does that mean the more nodes they got, it's going to dump the price? No, it creates more value. High quality participation de-risks and it scales the network. That means reaches more people faster. Canton is, oh, listen to this one. Canton is transitioning from promising institutional distributed ledger technology project to a serious on-chain financial infrastructure with payments and real-world asset momentum. Canton, this is what Grok is saying, not me. The CNTN stock, Canton provides leveraged liquid exposure to that thesis in a way few other cryptos can do. Okay, bottom line, more major validators like Visa increase the value of owning a validator operator like CNTN. So obviously, the more banks that are joining this, the more volume, that's where your stock, if you want to buy that stock, the CNTN, that's where the value comes in. Now, let's talk about, where are we at? Oh, let me write down, welcome, see you peeking. Let me write down you on my Crypto Hulk list. I'll give you the contact information. Then we're going to talk about price. How much will Canton coin be worth? Oh, we're going to get into that last. We got to have a little fun. So give me a second here. Let's see the date, May 4th. Okay. You can contact me on Instagram if you want. You got a couple choices. Instagram. And that's at the Crypto Hulk 2025. I am on X or Twitter. Let me get you that link. There we go. We're going to get into the fun stuff real quick here. Like, everyone wants to know how much it's going to be worth. I don't know how much the stock will be worth. Oh, Andrew Carter, final donation. Let me see if I even have you on my list. You're going to have to show me a screenshot of all your payments. Oh, wait, there it goes. I see a $300 payment. I didn't write down the date on that. But here is a $100 May 4th. So there's 400. So Andrew, when you contact me, show me all the I got a 300 and a 100, so that's 400. So just show me all three payments. Show your Google account where it shows, whatever you paid, 300, 100, 100. That would make it easy for me. And I'll get back to you right away. Okay, let's talk about price. That's what everybody wants to know. No, we don't, Crypto Hulk. We're not like that. Shit. Okay, current baseline price is about 15 cents. Market cap's about $5 billion. Circulating supplies, 38 billion. Okay, I asked Grok, I said, Grok, let's speculate for fun. Assume Canton network becomes the #1 network and the Canton coin token becomes valuable. What could a bullish price be in 3 years? Okay, that's what we're starting with. The disclaimer is this is AI. It's not Zoltar. Zoltar knows. So we're having fun. Let's speculate just for fun. Okay. So now that I've disclaimered that, this is not scientific. The prices here could be way higher or they could be way lower. I don't know. I'm just having some fun. That's why I'm speculating just for fun. So Grok says not financial advice, not a prediction. This is a thought experiment, okay? A thought experiment. We're talking 3 years from now, and Canton coin is a dominant utility token. Let's take a look. Bullish. Canton, okay, so this is if Canton dominates tokenized real-world assets, like what? Institutional payments. That's kind of like, okay, settlement, kind of like what XDC does. On-chain finance, Visa scale adoption plus DTCC banks and all that. Okay, what would the annual on-chain volume be? Anywhere from 10 to 50 trillion. Canton coin becomes the primary fee and traffic token with strong demand. We're assuming all these things. Maybe it's not picked at all, okay? Activity-driven minting balanced by real usage and potential burns. Here are a few situations, Grok says. Ethereum has 200 to 500 billion market cap. Solana has 80 to 150 billion market cap. Usage fees. Assume Canton captures every tiny slice of global trade fees and settlement. Canton coin demand surges for payments. Let's look here. Bull case, a base bull, strong adoption. You're looking at, from today's price, 6 to 13x. It could be like $2, up to about 85 cents to $2. Now, a strong bull, we're looking at from $2 to about $6. A moon bull, it could be $5 to $12. And then if it just becomes the best one, 14 to like $20. Okay. So there you go. Because if Canton becomes the backbone of on-chain finance, takes over XDC. That's just if Canton coin will be the digital gold for the financial trade and all that shit. 14 to about $20 or more. That's what Grok's saying. Okay. That was a playful. Grok says, my playful, most likely in a true world, #1 price. Now, Grok makes a prediction. Grok gives his own. How much does Grok think it'll be? About $8. Okay. It looks like Grok's trying to find like something right in the middle. I mean, if it gets $8, that's cool for me. But I'd like it to be like 14 or 20. Let's just Grok. Let's hopefully that's it. Okay. Hold on. Okay, here's what Grok says. If Canton truly becomes the number one network, I really think it is. I can't see any other coin even comparing. If Canton truly becomes the number one network for institutional blockchain, the place where serious money moves on chain with privacy and compliance, then about $10 in Canton coin in 3 years. Here's what Grok says. $10 in 3 years feels like a reasonable moon target in a frothy bull market where realistic upside to the mid-teens, in peak mania. That would make early holders and the CNTN stock via their treasury very happy. Grok says this is pure entertainment. Okay, so don't get all, crazy and shit and getting all mad. If you're a hater, you don't need to get all mad. It's just we're having fun. Now, you're going to get mad tomorrow morning because I'm going to have another Canton versus XDC, maybe like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, and we're going to talk about the tokenomics, the burns, the how much is the total supply, all this stuff, and I'm going to show you how Canton coin will destroy and is destroying XDC right now in tokenomics. I'm going to show the evidence. I'm going to show you how I found it with Grok. Okay. It's nothing that I've manipulated. It's just going to be, okay. So what we just did with the price, I manipulated that. I told Grok in a good case, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's now tomorrow morning. Oh, we're going to go over the real deal on the tokenomics. We're going to talk the actual token, how many is burned, this, that, how do they create? And you're going to see clearly Canton coin has way better tokenomics than XDC that runs on that R3 Corda platform, okay? So that'll do it for today's show. And tomorrow's PM show, oh my God. I've got a crypto so big. No, I'm not joking. I've got a crypto so big, it makes my ego look small, okay? Somebody gave me a crypto $500 member, and somebody gave me this crypto, said, Crypto Hulk, look this up. This guy told me, this crypto is so big, Crypto Hulk. Oh my God, it's like the biggest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, how many times I hear that? These $500 people call me, Crypto Hulk, oh my gosh, I got this coin. You got to put it on your show. I'm like, I've heard it like a million times. So this guy, about an hour ago, I called him. He gave me a coin to look up. I looked it up. You guys, he wasn't fucking lying. You are not going to believe what crypto is hooked up. I'm not going to say what it's about. It has to do, this crypto has to do with like the defense departments. You already know about this crypto. I can't tell you what this crypto is. You already know what it is. I just found out this crypto is tied right into the government defense department. I'm like, what? Yeah. I told you already, Ripple's the government, Bitcoin's all this shit's the government. When you go to a Ripple conference, I don't even bother to go because it's all government. These people are government contractors with non-disclosure agreements. They all work for the government, all of them. I'm telling you guys, man. Crypto Hulk was right about all this stuff. Tomorrow, you're going to see one of the biggest cryptos. This thing, oh my God, it's got the United States government working with it. It's not Tether. This thing is so fucking huge. Tomorrow's 5:00 p.m. show, providing they haven't unalived me, I'm going to be showing you. I'll have to watch what I say, but this is massive right here. When you watch this, you'll be like, damn, Crypto Hulk. I had no idea that particular crypto was working with the government. Defense Department. Oh, yeah. And everybody knows which one it is right now. Uh-huh. And I'm going to tell you early, like no other channel, I'm going to show you early about how the government and Defense Department shit, all that was with Ripple and all this Tether shit. No other channel finds this stuff. But I'm very grateful that I have $500 people because this guy showed me this. And I was like, dude, this... At first, I'm like looking through, like, this guy's like... So I'm starting looking through it. And I'm like, oh. And I scroll down farther. Oh. I mean, it's massive. So you're not going to believe it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time, where we're going to have Canton coin kick the ass of XDC in tokenomics. I'll see you then.